This is the world's first AI-generated golf video. We've done the most exhaustive search in the history of golf, and this has never been done before. Can AI, artificial intelligence, fix your slice? Or not? So a slice is one of the biggest plagues in all of golf. So I went on to ChatGTP and I said, give me 5 tips how to fix your slice in golf with your driver. And we're gonna go through it and see if they actually work. Do I agree, not agree? I also said give me some drills, so we'll incorporate what they say and see if you can just get rid of all of us and go straight to AI for all your golf needs. Let's work on tip 1 of how to fix your slice with your driver in golf. Tip 1, check your grip. A slice can be caused by a grip that is too weak, meaning your hands are rotated too far to the left for a right-handed golfer. Adjust your grip so your hands are more neutral with your left hand slightly turned to the right. Okay, so you do want to check your grip. I would agree with that. Yeah, if you have too weak a grip, here's what will most likely happen. Too weak equals something like this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you do need to check your grip. That's a disaster. Okay, and it doesn't go anywhere. That's hard to swing. Okay, so what does it say? Rotate your hand to the right. Yeah, okay. So check just this hand mostly. The right hand does have something to do with it, but it didn't say anything. So we're just gonna worry about the left hand. Rotate it this far. It didn't say how much though. It didn't talk about the V. It didn't talk about anything. I would have that V pointed to my right shoulder. And key ingredient here is really to get that club handle on this back pad way back here. So that's very important. AI should know this stuff. Now let's see, it'll probably be a little bit better. Okay, much better, still fading a bit. So moving on to tip number 2 from artificial intelligence. Tip 2 says, check your stance. A slice can also be caused by a stance that is too open, meaning your feet, hips, and shoulders are pointed to the left of your target for a right-handed golfer. Adjust your stance so your body is more square to the target. Okay, so what's my target, right? That's first and foremost. Middle of the fairway is my target. So it's actually a little left of where it's where it points you. Like if I just aim straight, it would point me way over here. So I do agree you need to check your stance. However, I believe every golfer is a little different, and some people need to aim more left or more right because their swing is more geared to that type of alignment. But needless to say, if you're aimed way too far to the left, meaning your feet are to the left, your shoulders are way open, like pointed at these trees, and then your club face is kind of pointed down the middle, that could produce a big slice. Some people are going for that. I mean, it starts left and fades, so maybe you want that. But let's see what happens when we square up a bit, getting our feet a little more square to the target. I always like to put the club on my shoulders, see where I'm pointed. Oh, there we go. Point my shoulders down the middle where I'm aiming. Oh, that's way better. That feels good. Let's see if it works. Well, that's as straight as we can be. So, okay, I do agree with alignment. However, with alignment, it's gotta work with your swing type. Like Ian Poulter aims right and comes over the top a little bit. Freddie Couples, Lee Trevino, those guys aim way left and play a little cutter. So it's gotta work with your swing, and if it feels uncomfortable and you lose your balance, then you know you're off. So I would add that too there, AI. If your balance is off, chances are your aim is off. Moving on. Tip 3, keep your head steady. Another common cause of a slice is moving your head during the swing. Keep your head still and focused on the ball throughout the swing. Okay, AI, I think you may have, you're not wrong, but you didn't really tell me much about keeping the head steady. You just said, if I try to keep my head steady throughout the swing, I'm gonna be down like this. So it didn't really get as in depth as I would like. I do want the head steady, but how do I want it steady? Do I want it steady from going side to side? Or do I want it steady from going up and down? Or do I want it steady rotating like this? So there's many variables that are at play here that you need to work on. Because your head is gonna move a little bit throughout the golf swing. I would say that in the swing, I want my head to actually stay in terms of height relatively level, relatively still. I don't mind if it moves a little bit side to side, and I certainly don't mind if you're here and you look. I actually like that move because if you look, it's gonna open your shoulders up and allow you to release the club properly, and you actually get more power, more speed with that type of motion. So although I want to look at the ball as I strike, my head is gonna turn open. Annika Sorenstam-like, Henrik Stenson-like, turn that head just a little bit. That's pretty good. And then you start getting a good release and a nice little draw from time to time. That's a definite slice fixer. So AI is a little off on tip number 3. Next up, AI says, practice your swing plane. A slice can also be caused by swinging too much from the outside in. Practice swinging on a more inside out plane with the club coming more from behind your body. Here's the deal with that one. If you struggle with the slice, that won't help you at all. Most people don't even know what that means. But if you know a little bit about golf, you probably kind of get the gist swinging from the inside. In here is the inside, out here is the outside. Meaning, okay, here's my swing plane, the club. That's my swing plane, right on this line. If I'm higher than it, I'm over the top, outside in. If I'm under it, I'm inside out. Both can produce hooks and slices. So you need to know a little bit more than that, like, hey, where does my ball start? Because if my ball starts right and slices, then I am coming from the inside. I have an open club face. If my ball starts left and slices, well, then I'm coming over the top and slicing it that way. You need a lot more information there. So AI sounds good, but in reality, you're just gonna keep struggling. Here is what I would say. Yes, swing path is important, but you need to know where your ball starts to begin with, okay? Here's over the top. And I know it's over the top because of my club path, 9 degrees over the top, negative. So notice the ball starts way left and then goes to the right. Then I would say, okay, because it started left and went right, I know I'm over the top, above the swing plane. So then I would try to get this number, -9, to a positive number, meaning that's gonna come from the inside out. So now I'm gonna try to swing in here, and you do that just by keeping your hands low and tight to your thighs. Whoosh, in there, and see what that produces if you get a positive number. But positive number doesn't equal draw. I have a positive number here, 2, and the ball still went right because the face was open, but it went pretty much straight right, push right. So you've got to understand what's going on. In that scenario, then you're just working on club face. So it's club path and club face together. AI doesn't even know about that yet. Maybe someday. Moving on. Okay, AI says, tip 5, work on your timing. A slice can also be caused by an early release of the club, meaning your hands are turning over too soon. Focus on maintaining your wrist cock as long as possible and let the club release naturally through impact. Okay, the whole wrist cock thing is, you could just throw AI out the window once you heard that. All of that early release risk, it stems from other problems. AI doesn't realize that because AI has never actually played golf. AI has just read the internet. In reality, you hold that wrist cock, you're gonna miss that sucker in someone's jacuzzi. It's not gonna work. You actually want to release and time it perfectly. An early release does not produce a slice. It produces a hook. This would be an early release. I released way early. Whoa, that's a snap hook. That's basically the opposite of a slice. Come on, ChatGPT, let's get that together. So forget AI there. Here's what you want to do. You need to have good rotation. If you rotate and just let your arms extend out here, you're gonna be fine. So it's gonna be club path and club face working together with good extension out here. You want just a good extension of your arms. I don't know why I didn't even talk about that, but you do want arm extension. You don't want to extend your arms out here or down the target line. You actually want to extend your arms over there to the left, because that, as your arms extend this way, the club's gonna have released where it needs to create a great ball flight that you can actually play very, very nicely. See, I released way over here. Nice little fader, starts down the middle. We can work with that one there. Notice my club path slightly to the left. Okay, now all I have to do is square the face. Let's see how we can square the face more consistently now that you have the right swing path, ignoring or, let's say, deviating from AI. Here are the 3 drills that AI gave us in terms of fixing our slice. One is get 2 alignment sticks, put them down, okay, probably on your target line, like here and here. Okay, great. I'm a big advocate for this. This is great. This is standard. Didn't take any rocket scientists to figure that one out. Get 2 alignment sticks, put them down. You're making sure you're squared up with that. Your shoulders match the lines. Your thigh, I do the thighs because I don't really care about my feet so much. I care about where my thighs are pointed here. And then club face is going to be pointed down the target. So that's going to help as you practice and hit balls. You're going to need some alignment sticks. Second thing it did is said you want to work slow motion swings. I actually like this drill, to be honest with you. Good job with the drill part here. Slow motion, meaning swing as slow as possible and try to have perfect form. So you can watch yourself in the mirror, take it back really slow. And when you do slow motion swings, you want to swing all the way, really get your quads and your core involved here. Extend that leg. Try to match up with like a tour pro or somebody all the way to your finish. And then I would actually make sure my weight's on my front foot here. I'm extending out and up, and I'm holding this finish for like a good 5 seconds. That's actually a really good drill. You can actually get out of breath doing that. The final, or the third drill that AI gave us is get an impact bag. This is good. Here's why this is good. And I do recommend this for everybody. You take a little swing and you just want to come in like so. Now, this is how you work on your swing path and your club face. One is you don't want your toes striking it first and you don't want your heel striking it first. You want that face squared up as it hits the bag. Then you can work on hitting the inside of the bag. That's coming from the inside. You can also see what it feels like when you come and hit the outside of the bag. That would be a fade or a slice. And then you can hit the center of the bag right there. And I like to get really in my impact position, just right there. And then I just give it a little push, a drive forward, because that's going to strengthen your muscles and your muscle structure and get your impact position so much better when you strike the ball. And you will learn how to square that face up at impact and what that feels like in your hands. Those are decent drills. They will work, they will help. They're not going to hurt you as you get better. it's probably not going to make your swing much better, but it will help you become a much better ball striker. And then you can hopefully, after you work a drill, feel it as you strike the ball. All right. This was the world's first ever AI golf video. Let me know if it helps. I think it helps with some explanation and some deviation. But you let me know what you think. Give it a try. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. See you next time.